I'ma keep it a bean. Stick to the script, every scene. This from last year, but they clean. Say to say, I'ma take something else, but it's a winning team. Charlie Sheen, fam gang, the regime. I'm from Piney Green.
What's good, it's Shellitronnn here, but you can call me Shells, and I'm back at it again with a brand new video. And today I have some really big news for you guys because the Panthers have just signed a player to replace Ray McCloud. Things did not work out all that well for him. I think he was mainly signed as a punt returner, but really he was mainly signed as a gesture of goodwill between the Panthers and the Buffalo Bills. We all know there's a really strong connection there. We may have been blinded from seeing better talent than Ray McCloud because of our relationship with the Bills and that joint practice we had. And as a quick example, we can just see this tweet right here from the Panthers. The Panthers signed returner Greg Dortch off the Jets practice squad. Now, for those of you guys who don't know who Greg Dortch is, he played for Wake Forest. Wake Forest isn't really the greatest football school of all time. And unless you actually live in North Carolina or you have family that went to Wake Forest, you probably haven't seen too much Wake Forest football. But Greg Dortch, in the 2 years he was there, the man was the truth. But before I go any further here and talk about who Greg Dortch is and what his skill set is and what we can expect from him on the Panthers this season, I gotta show y'all a comment I got on my video talking about Ray McCloud getting cut not even 24 hours before this news came out. This man, Jackson Eubanks, said, sign Greg Dortch off the Jets practice squad. I don't know if you're a Panthers employee or if you're just super woke, but either way, this right here is the greatest prediction of all time because I guarantee you're the only one with enough awareness to actually think about this. Anyway, moving on to who Greg Dortch is. Looking him up and doing some research, it's kind of hard to know exactly what this man is and what he does. I see some reports saying he's 5'7", 165, and a couple others saying he's 5'9", 170, but we can all just agree that whether it's one or the other, the man's small, and the man is small. But when you're a slot receiver, but mainly a return specialist, you don't have to be the biggest guy in the room. And really, being a little shorter, being a little lighter might work to your advantage in a lot of situations here, especially in punt returns when you have to get out in space and make moves. Now, Greg Dortch isn't really the fastest guy in the field. He's fast. He's like just fast enough that you have to respect his speed, but he's more shifty than fast. This man has one of the nastiest juke moves I've ever seen. Watching his highlights, which I'll admit isn't the best way of evaluating talent, I saw this man put plenty of dudes on skates with two different moves. One was the juke move and one was just a simple stop. I did not expect to see this kind of talent go number one undrafted and number two on a practice squad and number three available for the Panthers to pick up week 6 of the NFL, well, really week 7 of the NFL season. So the question is, why was Greg Dortch not drafted? And why is he only on a practice squad right now? And the answer is pretty simple. For every good thing you see about Greg Dortch in his highlights, there are some questions about his effort, especially on his breaks, especially in his route running. There were some huge questions about just how much he actually cared about running his routes crisply. Now in his highlights, you see a bunch of crisp routes. And he can run every single route you want him to out of the slot. He ran ins, outs, slants. The whip route is one of his best in the arsenal because, like I said, he's so shifty. You go inside and back out real quick. The dude cannot be touched. Even his posts are nice. I didn't really see too many corner routes, but really anything that's not vertical, like wheels, goes, or fades, he can run those routes almost perfectly. The only question about that is how consistently will you get really good breaks on his routes? But I don't really see that as a big problem for us because I don't see him being on the field a lot as a pass catcher. He'll be on the field a lot more fielding punts and kicks, and that is where and how he's going to earn his money on this Panther squad. He might touch the field here or there since Chris Hogan is on IR right now, but I don't see it happening too much. He is going to be a return specialist, kind of a diamond in the rough, a guy who you might not show a lot of love to in the offensive scheme, but fielding kicks and punts could be the best available in the whole NFL. That's all I got for you though, man. What do y'all know about Greg Dortch? You need to watch him in college. What are your thoughts on this signing? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be live on Sportscaster tonight around 8:30 talking about this and other Panthers news. If you want to, there's ways to support the channel in the description below. And you already know to do with that like button.
Cheers to you, appreciate the chance. Being told y'all